What a start, through the covers for 4. Half volley. England are putting them away these days.
You betcha they are. This was a loosener. Gone! Harris! So Tuffy strikes, he brings the drive from Trescothick and he holds out in the third over. Listen to them on the bank. Oh, beautiful stroke.
Can't protect that. That's a magnificent shot. Short and gone. So Tuffy, 2 boundaries, or 1 boundary in the over, but lost the plot. It's 22 for 1.
Magnificent stroke. 1 bounce 4. This is what Knight does well. And England are playing to their strengths. New Zealand have to respond quick. Good gamesmanship, but Hussain will have the last say in this over as he picks up another boundary, far too short from Tuffy. 6 from the over, 32 for 1.
Driving down the ground, and he doesn't even move, does Nick Knight. He knows that that's going one place only, and for 4. Driving and out. Well, big wicket for New Zealand. Nick Knight, almost a carbon copy of the Trescothick dismissal. Chris Harris picks up the catch at backward point, just pushing in front of his body.
And there's another one of them.
50 up for England. Driving again and again for 4. Beautiful batting from the England captain. And well, what a shot that is. Graham Thorpe is in good touch. He's just played a little jab shot here just for the square. Bowden! Well, straight through him. That is a huge wicket for New Zealand. England's trump card, Graham Thorpe, is sent on his way.
Well, why would you swing it in the air when you can rattle the stumps with a straight one? This is, I think it's length here actually though as well that gets into Thorpe. He's actually tried to play across it from outside. It may have just straightened and held its line a bit. It's held middle stump and it's rocked it back. Key man gone for 9, 62 for 3. Let's just see what the seam is like for a start. Look how straight that is. It just nips back, I think, and look, there's still playing across it. He's got a little inside edge and then onto the pad and then brushed the pad as it's gone through the back pad, I think. There, yes, and then onto the stumps.
Slow ball, nicely tucked away. And that will race away to the boundary. Just shows how good this ground is. If you get hit square, you get punished. 5 from the over. 72 for 3. Hammered. Loose and wide, and Shah's been waiting for that.
Now that is a good shot. Early in the over, trying to assert some dominance, but looking to hit an entirely different area of the ground to the previous parts of the spell from Vittori. Looking to hit straight. Mark Crowe says this is the best place on the cricket ground to hit a bowler. Straight. And that's clever batting too. Little chip shot. Gone for 4. 2 very big boundaries for England. And all because of good footwork and clever thinking. Till there. That is good batting until that point. Cairns pulls in the catch. The thinking was there from Hussain, but Tuffy was equal to it. And Cairns took a low catch. Critical point in the match.
Well, I'm going to give full credit to Stephen Fleming here. I think that's marvellous captaincy. He's blocked the gap. He's forced Nasser Hussain to do something different. He actually hit it pretty well, but he's picked out Chris Cairns on that square leg boundary. The England captain's on his way for 50. It's 133 for 4.
Crunched, that'll go to the boundary. Good shot from Paul Collingwood. Couple of men posted behind point, and he found the gap beautifully. Good stroke from Shah. Beautifully timed. Hardly made a move there. He just flicked it. And that was a terrific four, his 7th.
And that's just raced across. McMillan wasn't far from that.
He's hitting good balls for 4. Owe Shah. Oh, this could be out. He's got him. Yeah, great bowling. Cairns pulled it back a tad. Great Yorker. That could be huge for New Zealand. Wonderful cricket from Chris Cairns.
Bowman, Chris Cairns! That is a beautiful piece of bowling. Another slower ball. He's held that right back. Flintoff's given himself room. He's looked to hit over the top of mid-off, and he has paid the price.
In the air and gone. Another good catch. I was just mentioning that point area. It's such an important one for the New Zealand fielders. A lot of England players play the ball in the air there. We saw Trescothick go there, we saw Knight go there, and now Collingwood follows suit.
Now that's good invention, because I think that's going to make the ropes. 4 runs from the last ball of the over. It's 213 for 7.
Astle underneath it, Astle takes it. Good, safe pair of hands in the deep, Nathan Astle. And White goes. England lose their 8th wicket. So Nasser Hussain winning the toss. So I don't think an end result that he should be that thrilled with. 8 for 218 from 50 overs. Trescothick again failing in the series. 46 runs from 5 innings. Not top stuff from a top player. Knight 24 from 25 was cut off by Harris. Give Tuffy his 2nd wicket at the top of the innings. Hussain played very thoughtfully until he was outfoxed by Fleming and Tuffy. 50 from 80 for the skipper. 57 from Owe Shah, who looked a very accomplished player today. And small contributions from Collingwood, White and Giles. But they were just small contributions and not that satisfying at 218 for 8 from their 50 overs. New Zealand needed a big performance with the ball and they came up with it. Tuffy 3 for 42. He's learning all the time as a good one-day bowler. Cairns 3 for 32, Adams 2 for 50, and Harris's 10 overs, none for 35. They were the best performers with the ball, but much better effort in the park. They were aggressive inside the circle. They hit the stumps from time to time. Stephen Fleming and co should be very happy with the way they've turned things round in that aspect of the game.
Top shot, cracking stroke, smashing it at the top of the bounce, Nathan Astle.
If anybody wants to know how to play a pull stroke off a quick bowler, just have a look at this. In line, stayed in line, and hit it in front of square, wide of Thorpe. He's hit it right out of the middle. Thorpe couldn't move before the ball was past him.
Successive boundaries, good solid punch through that offside. That has just raced away, and then some.
2 resolute strokes from Nathan Astle here. Proper cricket strokes. Playing the ball right under his eye level there. Very compact. Nothing flamboyant about it, just timed beautifully. Letting the ball come to him.
Well, that's a lovely shot. Driving down the ground, won't get it to the fence. No swing for Hoggard yet.
No, just angling in. I've been impressed by Nevin's state of mind so far. He's looked to play quite straight. Not been given any width, and that's a good stroke through mid-on. Just shuffling across and getting it past Ashley Giles' left hand.
High in the air, where's this gone? Over point. Oh man, that's gone a long way. That's even hit the rope.
I don't think it has, Martin. I think it's got so much backspin on it that it's pitched about a foot from the rope and spun back of its own accord. It's quite extraordinary. launched high, and it's only 60-odd yards square. Oh, it's hit the roof. Oh, good grief. 6 by yards. And he didn't even middle that. If he'd middled it, it would have gone straight over the stand.
Well, good shot. Just stood up, Chris Nevin, and said thank you. Good way to finish the over. That is a top blow, 25 for none.
Do something different. I'll try bowling it a fraction shorter and wider, see what he does to that. Well, it's the trademark Nevin stroke. Plenty of bottom hand in there, lifting the ball up over cover for 4.
Instead, the next one goes to the boundary. Another good cricket shot. Slip out and short mid-wicket in. Just short of the third man, in fact, right through him. Collingwood took a gamble and lost.
Well, you don't mind that so much because Collingwood is one of the better fielders on the England side, and he sees this go in the air. Difficult to judge the pace early on, and he'll think, I've got to try and make this. This could be a catch. And of course, when you do that and the ball lands just in front of you, you always run the risk of letting it through for 4, and that's what's happened this time. More frustration for Hoggard.
Astle is on fire, he's on the charge, and he has got another boundary. He is paying no respect to Darren Gough.
Well, Nathan Astle is going well here. There's no question about that. 28 from 26 balls now. That's his 5th 4. And just starting to chance his arm, and it's starting to come off for him. Not much Hussain can do.
And that is getting on top. That is enormous. Huge shot from Nathan Astle.
Well, he's been going at Gough early in the over, and now he's decided he'll have a piece of Hoggard. This is a massive blow. I've talked about the dimensions of Carisbrook. Well, this is the longest boundary. Down, over, long on, and that is about 25 metres over the fence, as well as the carry of about 90. Massive hit.
Well, it's just what the doctor ordered for New Zealand. He really is looking good, isn't he, now, Nathan Astle? 35 off just the 32 deliveries. And that was huge. That was 6 on any ground. Quick movement of the feet and the full follow through. Just the question mark I have is just the extra bounce that Flintoff does get. Just like that. And there it was. Outside edge from Chris Nevin. The trapper's work for Nasser Hussain and Andy Flintoff. A very well worked plan.
He'll take that boundary, and he'll take it with relish. He wins the final battle with Gough, although Gough may live to fight again. That's 4 more. Astle will do it for him. High in the air, beautifully struck, magnificently struck. 6 more. Whew. That is hit.
Well, catch your breath. This is huge. Again, a little movement down the pitch. There he goes, just to get his weight coming forward. And Flintoff obliged by putting it right in the slot. He keeps his head so still when he plays those shots, Nathan Astle. Not only that, but it hits the middle of his bat. That's huge.
Sweet. Absolutely sweet.
.38 deliveries only for his 45.
Like that 49. Flintoff digs it in, and Flintoff pays.
pace to it. Maybe the line was just a little bit too leg side. To get inside it, Astle gloved it, big glove, and was only ever going for 4.
Bolden. Straight back onto off stump. Brendan McCullum looks back. I don't think he can quite believe it. That there you have it again. An adventurous shot that did not need to be played against the ball. It was just too good.
Well, the terraces tell it all. That is one of the great 50s here at the Brook. 7 4s, 3 6s, just 14 scoring shots. It's well worth looking at the 4 singles now. 7 4s all around the ground. But, look at these 6s. Straight, and that 1 over point, who will never forget that, hitting the roof, lofting the ball inside that first 15. Strong through the offside, as we've all enjoyed over the years, and the pull shot too. Edge this time and caught. Good catch, Nick Knight. He's dropped 5 in the series, but he sucks this one in, and boy, this game is alive now. Nice stroke. That was coming from McMillan. He's been looking to play straight. That might be the kickstart he needed.
That helps. Sane and England are trying so desperately to keep the brakes on. Here's Giles. Bottom of the bat, and this will race away. A little bit of good fortune for Astle, and New Zealand will take all of it.
So Nathan Astle, he's played well. You deserve a few things to go for you. It's a bit of a toe ender. It's a pretty effective shot. Can't set a feel to it. Ashley Giles, a bit of a wry smile.
6.
Good, clean hit. It's always the danger of someone like Nathan Astle. Just felt, just been waiting and waiting. Sorry, Craig McMillan, let's say. Just waits and waits, and that's hit cleanly. And he's gone for it in front of square. So he's probably fetched that from around about off stump outside.
Oh, glorious stroke. That is one of the shots of the match.
And that's a good shot from Craig McMillan. He's tucked that off his hip, and it's an ungainly piece of fielding too from Darren Goff. It's gone for 4.
Great shot, and that's hammered. That's Astle, as we know him.
We don't have to give Nathan Astle too much room outside that off stump before he brings out his trademark shots, and that's one of them. Through the point region, he rocks back, but he then has his weight coming forward, you'll notice, upon impact. He hits the ball right underneath his eyes. A beautiful piece of timing.
Magnificent stroke from McMillan. Just punching straight. Very simple, very effective. Slashed again, 4 more. Astle goes into the 90s. Eleven 4s, 3 6s. And they're coming thick and fast now. Another top shot. New Zealand's top one-day player.
It's the thing, isn't it, Ian? As a bowler too, you start to look for wicket-taking deliveries at this time. You forget about the control a little bit, and you go on a hunt, and so you get the odd ball that's a bit shorter and a bit more bounce. The Yorker that doesn't quite. So there it is again, a bit of width.
There's 100. The crowd was singing and Astle has responded. The bat went in the air as soon as he made impact, and that is one day 100, number 12, and they love it. And with that, Nathan Astle, he goes past Greenwich, he goes past Richards, Jayasuriya and De Silva on the all-time list. He's now 7th, and that is simply fantastic, and look at the jubilation.
Well, fantastic innings from Astle. Had to went out hard at the blocks. There are the singles, now the twos coming in all round the ground, mainly square with the fours, and they need some black lines as well. 3 sixes down the ground, full face, one hitting the roof square cover. Great innings, and no wonder. Well played, mate. Then had to build, and now starting to unleash again. Been through 3 phases this innings.
That's gone. That is gone. That is in front. That was not angling down leg side. McMillan was trapped on the crease line, and Goff is struck. In the air, out. Straight to mid-off. Goff's done it again. Hussein's taken the catch, and England are not out of this. Don't write them off.
Beautiful stroke. No one back defending on the offside. And Vincent just leans on that. That's a huge 4 for the young man. 6 from the over. 190 for 5. You fancy in these next few balls from Flintoff that Astle on strike might just try for a big hit, might try for a boundary. Mid-on, mid-off. Mid-on's up, mid-off is back. Just like that. Oh, pick the bones out of that one.
Well, I was just going to say, the pressure's on, you can smell it, you can taste it. He gets it absolutely in the slot there, Nathan Astle. He gets a length ball. He doesn't need any second invitation to this. What about that for a strike? Down the ground, 100 to his name, 20 rows back. Catch that. Game over, start the car.
All the innings he's played of the 1200s, I think this would rate right up there with the best. How do you stop him? You don't. He hits it out of Carisbrook. And 13,000 go absolutely ballistic. As Nathan Astle, the king of Carisbrook, surely, wraps up this brilliant series. Handshakes all round. That is right up there. Simply sensational.
Stunning. What a way to finish it. What a way to bring up 5,000 runs. All that England can do is to sportingly shake hands. They've given it everything, but they couldn't match Astle. What an end, what a finish. He knows as soon as it hits the middle of the bat, that's out of here. Not even in the stadium. 6 more. Game 1, New Zealand, worthy winners, 3-2.
Setting off after 219, the New Zealanders, to wrap up the series. They needed a good start. They got it too. 55 for the first wicket between Nevin and Astle. Astle was in absolutely dominant mood for the first 15 overs, completely outshone Nevin and all of the England bowlers. He lost his wicket-keeping mate, and McCullum and Fleming in quick succession, and New Zealand at that point were under some pressure again at the top of the order. McMillan and Astle put together a very good partnership though for the 4th wicket, 100 runs. And when McMillan and Cairns went in the same Goff over, all those bad memories started to flood back of previous run chases until Vincent played very positively, ran well between the wickets, supported Astle quite beautifully. They put on 43 runs for that unbroken stand for the 6th wicket, and Astle finished on 122 from 150 deliveries, one of the best ever we've seen here on these shores. 2 for 42 for Goff. Won't see him again on these shores maybe, but he was a great competitor throughout the one-day series. 1 for 56 Flintoff. White 2 for 30, his best figures of the series, best bowling spell. Giles and Collingwood did their best, but quite frankly for England it wasn't enough. They didn't have enough runs.